to tell you a story about how we met and how we got engaged. Well, we met. I was enrolled in grad school, and Sherry was an undergraduate at IUP, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. My first day moving in there, I had my truck packed up, got to the office, picked up my keys, had my buddy with me. I was scared he was going to eat my hoagie, so I started backing up and I felt a crunch, and I ended up backing into her car.
And I was parked on the side of the sidewalk with my car off and my emergency brake on, and I was actually on the phone with my roommate at the time, turning in my papers to move into the same apartment complex. Or
illegally parked.
Not illegally parked.
But after I backed into her, I said, you know what, she's pretty cute, and she has to give me her phone number, so kind of went from there. I pulled the old, I feel so bad, I need to take you out for a drink or get you dinner or something like that. So we went out on a date, and 4 years since, we're still together.
Yeah.
And I guess she can tell you our nifty engagement story. Our stories never seem to stop. So.
Yeah, he backed into my car whenever we met, and then when we got engaged, he actually went to my work. I work at the Westin Hotel downtown, and at the time I worked at the front desk. So he was supposedly leaving that day to go on a business trip. So he left, and then I went into work on Saturday at 5 o'clock in the evening, and I was really bummed because I didn't want to go to work and I wanted him to stay, and I just wanted to spend time with him on a Saturday. So I talked about calling off that morning, and he said, well, why don't you call off when I'm going to be home? So I said, okay, I won't call off. So anyways, I go into work, and my boss at the front desk of the hotel told me that there was a guest that really needed a letter delivered, and it was busy. Could I take it up? So of course I took the letter and I took it up to one of the high floors, to one of the suites, and I knocked on the door, and I hear a very deep voice say, come in. And
I got crafty.
So I went ahead, and the door was propped open a little bit, so I pushed it open, and I saw a trail of rose petals going around the corner to the other part of the suite. When I saw that, I kind of got scared, and I thought that I was walking into somebody else's surprise. So I took the letter and I said, here's your letter, bye, and I threw it on the end table by the door and started walking away. And I hear another deep voice saying, wait, come back. So when I heard this voice, it sounded deeper than normal, and I didn't recognize that it was Saqib here. So I just thought it was somebody else, and they thought I was their wife or girlfriend, and they had a special surprise and I was going to ruin it. So as I heard that, I thought this stranger was coming after me. So I started walking quickly down the hall towards the elevator, and as I heard, wait, come back, I heard the voice trailing towards me, so I actually physically started running, terrified, towards the
luckily for me,
elevator.
She's slow.
Yeah, I'm not a fast runner. So I was almost about to round the corner to get to the elevator when Saqib stepped out into the hall, all dressed up in his suit, and said, Sherry, wait. So I turned around and I saw him, and I was speechless. I said, Saqib, what are you doing here? And he said, come over here. And he led me back into the room, and I was very confused, and there were, the rose petals that led around, and a big bouquet of beautiful roses, and a nice platter of fresh sushi on the table. And he said, I didn't have to work today. I said, okay. And then he said, and I was in my uniform, I had already punched in, the clock for work. He said, you don't have to work today either. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, I talked to your boss and everything. So that was a big enough surprise as it was that I didn't have to work that day and I could spend time with him. And he led me around the corner to where the rose petals led to the bottom of the bed, and he got down on one knee and, he started tearing up and asked me to marry him. And of course I said yes, but I was shaking so hard, I think I almost fell over. So I was so excited, and we actually sat down together to eat sushi, and I love food, especially sushi. I can always eat. And I was so surprised and shocked. I was still shaking for 20 minutes. I couldn't even eat my sushi.
So bottom line is right now we're getting married. We've had a lot of stories, but hopefully those are done. They're fun right now, but so hopefully everything goes well, and July 3rd, 2009 we'll be getting married. Hopefully we get married and the Steelers win a Super Bowl in the same year.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but vote for us. We'd love to go on a nice honeymoon, and thank you for watching the video.
Thank you.